Hey, hey. Hello, hello. All right, here we go. So Libras, let's go ahead and jump on into this, shall we? We're going to take a look at what is the energy of like whatever the inner animal wants right now. So we've got the Tower and we got the Five of Wands. That Tower did come out sideways. Aries energy. I think that this is Libra saying, I wish I could kind of get out of this stacked emotion of overthinking things. What is it that the Libra is hungry to? Maybe it's almost like they wish they could just stop being involved in conflict or stop overthinking things. The Hanged Man in the reverse, they want to give up the delays. Something's like driving this Libra crazy to over and over thinking. Two of Cups, it may have to do with, well, obviously marriage and partnership, but we've got these albino lions tucked away into the recesses of their mind. This is somebody who's been churning over and over and over the idea of a Two of Cups. We have a King of Pentacles. It could be that our Libra has been overthinking about possibly a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus, possibly a masculine, someone who they keep saying, but could I have had it all with them? Were they my Two of Cups? Is that a relationship that would have worked? Six of Cups sideways. Is this something I should go back to? Page of Wands sideways, Queen of Pentacles upright. So we have a matched pair. This could even be that Libra is trying to figure out, am I supposed to go back to someone? Or was I supposed to let them go because they're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody else? Or is it supposed to be with me? And it feels like the Libra cannot figure that part out. They can't decide which it is. Let's change decks. Let's get one here. Ancestors. Okay, so maybe the Libra actually needs to consult with the ancestors just a little bit. Maybe they need to talk to the ancestors. Let me get one more, because what is consulting with the ancestors going to do? Song of the Wild. Okay, so that actually makes a little bit more sense. If Libra is trying to decide, and they've been in what seems like a repetitious cycle right now, and what they're hungry for is to just like have the over evaluation just stop. It's like I just really want this continued evaluation to finally come to a close. And if they were to consult with the ancestors already had their time to walk on this planet, what might they say? The ancestors might say, live live to the fullest. Don't waste time wondering what you should do. Follow your wild heart song. If your heart keeps saying something, then maybe go ahead and go do that thing. At least put your energy out there, see what happens. If it's a no, then at least you have an answer that it's a no. But if you want to break a pattern of cyclical evaluation, ask one's own heart, what would I do if I didn't have any inhibition and a thought like this struck me? What would I do? Is it that I'd like to reach out to that person? Then maybe go ahead and do it. If the ancestors are saying, when you have the chance, when you're alive and you got the chance to go do stuff, for goodness sakes, do it. If something keeps coming into your mind with maddening frequency and you're just like the what ifs, but what if I'm supposed to, what if, this kind of says, follow one's own wild heart song, reach out to the person that Libra wants to reach out to and find out what the answer is. Page of Cups in the reverse. It's it doesn't say expect that everything's going to work out perfect. It says get the answers that you need to move on. Be braced for, if the thing that's holding Libra back is, I don't know, what if it hurts? What if I find out that someone has moved in all this time, they've moved into this big, huge castle and they're super, super happy? That will hurt. The ancestors are like, yeah, but you'll probably survive that. If you find that out, you'll be just fine. It's not going to destroy you, because right now you're kind of running yourself ragged thinking about stuff anyway. But if you need an answer, go get the answer. Be prepared for not finding the answer that you want, because that's a very real possibility, but at least then you'd know. So if if you can fathom the worst case scenario, which is, well, I keep thinking about this, but man, what if there was somebody else? What if they built a castle someplace else and they don't want me? Okay, you'll be all right. You'd be fine if that's the case. You'll move on into your future without them. Or if that's not the case, you might just move on into your future with them. The big point of all of this is the ancestors are saying, go for take the action that's going to allow you to move forward in life. Because while we're overthinking, things are going round and round and round in one's mind, we're wasting daylight. And there's no point in wasting good time when we got lots of life to live and we got a huge future up ahead of us. So let's start doing this stuff in the present so that we can continue on into the future. I love that message, and I think it's really straightforward, and it kind of takes the scary out of what to do, what's the right move to make. It's like, make the move that's going to allow you to progress in life. We've got a King of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. What is that? Five of Wands. Okay, so it doesn't matter if our Libra is masculine or feminine, but in this story, they're coming up as every time that our character gets trapped in a cycle of thinking, because we're right back into that Five of Wands. That is the one karmic aspect of this Libra, and it is a wound of their divine masculine. And when I say it that way, it doesn't matter if our Libra is a masculine or a feminine. It's the masculine energy, which would be the energy of the sun, the projection, the action taking. When they don't know how to project and take action, that is when they're in a karmic cycle of going round and round instead of just making a decision and going with it. The thing is, the not making the decision and going with it, that is a pattern that needs to be broken, because, in this fictional story for this fictional character, breaking the pattern of indecisiveness is super important. It's actually going to be one of the biggest things that'll help our character really truly heal. Also, it's like they have a wound that can't heal because they keep wondering about this. But what was supposed to happen here? What was I supposed to have done? Is that my person? Was I supposed to be with them? So let me ask this, since the universe seems to be so mouthy right now. Universe, why is it that Libra doesn't know what the answer is? Four of Cups, because they're having a regret. They feel like there was a missed opportunity. And why is it that Libra is feeling like there was a missed opportunity with something? We have a Two of Wands, because they were indecisive about which road to take regarding the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. And it's like this Libra decided at one point in time, maybe at some point I'll know what to do if I want to be this person's forever individual or not. It's like they could never get enough information, though, to confidently choose it. Or maybe they thought that this person wasn't confidently choosing them, and they've been waiting for that person to come in and confidently choose them. But it seems like it's the Libra who can't stop thinking about this person, whomever this earth energy is in this storyline. And it seems like it's weird because we have somebody touching the pathway that would take us off to the left, the pathway that would lead us to choosing this person. I'm going to read it in just one avenue. And I'm going to say, if Libra feels like there was a missed opportunity because Libra was the one who couldn't decide to say yes to this King of Pentacles for a long-term relationship, let me ask, what was at the core of them not being able to say yes? Because it just feels like Libra has remained in this question mark of, were they my person? Was I supposed to be with them? We have the Nine of Wands all over again. So we have this wound that predated meeting this person, and there's a fear surrounding choosing this person because there's a wound. What is the wound? We already saw it has something to do with that, that ability to choose. God, we have a Queen of Wands. Oh, in this storyline, if our Libra had difficulty choosing someone that they actually really cared about and wanted to be with, but they couldn't make themselves choose that person, it might have been because they were previously wounded by a Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands who either there is a way that they need somebody to show up in their life, like this is what they're used to. This is the, God, I don't know if Libra suffered at the hands of some Queen of Wands that was very much indulgent, very much all about what she wanted all the time, and she or he. And this person was selfish in the way they behaved toward Libra, and that made Libra always wonder whether or not they genuinely have someone choose them in return. So it makes them, especially when they meet somebody that they really care about, they're like, yeah, but I remember one time somebody acted like they wanted me, but really they were all indulgent. It was all about them. Hang on. We got the Temperance sideways. It was all about them getting what they wanted. It feels like Libra is afraid to choose a person that they really want because something was out of whack, out of balance with a previous partnership. Hang on, a little bit more on that. We have got a Five of Wands and the Hermit. And once again, that put into play this continual, I don't know what to do about this. So I'm out here on my own trying to figure this out. I'm walking away. Did this person of the past, did this wand energy, this fire person fail to choose Libra and it just threw Libra for a loop? We have a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, somebody didn't pick Libra and it threw them for a loop, and it made them feel so rejected possibly that then, even though they've met someone that they cared a lot about, Libra couldn't really either trust that that person was genuinely wanting them. Libra really wanted this earth energy. But once upon a time, Libra really wanted that fire energy too. And the fire energy was a stingy little hoarder. I'm sorry, but they didn't give anything. They didn't give energy. They were very, very selfish. And that threw Libra into this big question mark of what the hell? And then it made Libra not choose somebody the next time they fell for someone because they're still so wrapped up. Look, in this storyline, Libra came out as a masculine. That's just how they showed up, as a King of Swords in the reverse. So Libra's not able to pick this King or Queen of Pentacles, however we want to say it, however we want to see it, because somebody once upon a time didn't pick Libra, and that rattled them, and they've not been able to get past how would I trust that this person would really want me, even if they're showing me that they do? I don't really believe that they would want me, because once upon a time, somebody acted like they wanted me, but then they didn't give me anything. It was really confusing, and it really hurt me. Yeah, Nine of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Well, the only way through this is for maybe Libra to go ahead and, for a moment anyway, think about that wand energy person. Consider, wow, that it was really upsetting. It was really stressful. They were really selfish. But you know what? That was somebody of the past. Maybe I should lay down those burdens. Maybe I should not be so stressed out over that person of the past that left me feeling unwanted. And maybe instead I should think about what I do want, not about a person of the past that didn't want me, but what is it that I want? It just feels like for this story, it's very specific for someone who cannot decide to say yes to the person that they authentically want because they got messed with in the past. What's the message about this King of Pentacles person? Sideways, we have got the World card. It's a crapshoot as to whether or not there's going to be a new beginning with that King of Pentacles, because it has much to do with whether or not Libra reaches out, whether or not Libra chooses to go down this path. And in this storyline, I'm sorry, it's very specific that everything has been on the side of Libra as to whether or not they break this pattern of inaction. Then unfortunately, that's just the way it came out this time. Let me go back here for just a minute to the ancestors weighing in and saying, sing your wild heart song. Final message from the ancestors on that. The Song of the Wild. Tell us just about that. The Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. it really just boils down to let go of the past stuff and don't hold back from your own future because of what happened in the past. Move on from the past and don't hold back. Take those chances to have happiness where you want it. What's their advice specifically toward that King of Pentacles for the Libra? We got a Page of Wands in the reverse, got the Judgment in the reverse, and we got the Page of Swords in the reverse. If Libra doesn't want a renewal with this person, then let it go. Just move on into the future and don't think about this other person anymore either. If Libra doesn't want to find out what happens between themselves and that King of Pentacles, just let it go. Just move on. The big thing is just move on. Move on from anything that is stressing them out. Move on into the future. Move on. Final message. But just know that if it is a twin flame vibe, which I feel very different, I don't like the whole twin flames mythos. I don't agree with it. That's not to say I'm right and anybody else is wrong. I just mention it because it shows up. And as a storyteller, I'm going to put it in the context that I can comprehend it in. The ancestors are saying you do not need to pursue something with someone if you don't want to. But if you're always going to carry them around in your heart, just know that if you feel this way about the King of Pentacles, you can leave them behind, absolutely, but you may always carry them in your heart. Or you can choose to address this connection, because if this is the one, if this King of Pentacles connection is the one that got Libra really evaluating where did some old scar come from, and oh, hey, it came from whomever represented that Queen of Wands that was a very selfish individual. That could have been, heck, it could have been a mother figure that didn't show love properly to the Libra. It could have been an ex-lover that didn't show love properly to the Libra, that wasn't there for the Libra, that didn't really have the correct giving and consideration for Libra. But if meeting the King of Pentacles help the Libra to understand this, then that is a very meaningful connection. Libra doesn't have to be with them in order to still hold on to something good that came of having met that King of Pentacles. On the other hand, the ancestors say, you can move on, you can let them go, but do you think you're really going to let them go? If they mean that much to you, you can choose to live your whole life and never speak to the King of Pentacles again, and you'll be just fine. But if you're going to continue to feel hurt over it, then maybe address it for what it is. Whether that is going to, if you can't let go of it, then for God's sakes, go back to it. On the other hand, if you can live without it and you're just fine without it, then move on. It just says, don't make life harder on oneself. Acknowledge, though, how important the connection actually is, and that might help Libra figure out what to do with it. If this is the connection that has meant this much that Libra is still chewing on it, still hemming and hawing over it, maybe it's because it really is an important connection. Maybe only because it helped the Libra to learn some things. But on the other hand, if Libra still really loves that person and this is a turning point for them, then reach out to that person. The ancestors don't care. They just want Libra to live a good life and to move forward. And that means moving forward and knowing that their own life and their own happiness is super important. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. There's another Libra video that I posted last night that'll come up on your screen right about now, in case you missed it. Bye.